You don't want a movie like this to go 2.5 hours long. When you do that, you have enough time to reflect on how dumb this movie is. This ain't some well thought out sci-fi shit at all. This is a movie where a guy wants to rob a bank before the government zaps everybody's mind. If you don't have a great way to explain how this brain zap works, and they don't, cool. Do your shit in an hour and a half and get the out of here. I don't need an explanation for this shit at all. As long as I'm here, not all goddamn day.
Right?
We can be just as dumb as you want to be, man.
Yeah, have your simple premise, keep it dumb, but give me some kick-ass action and get out in 90 minutes or less, and I'll walk away feeling happy.
Either you have to be a really fun movie, people can't take themselves seriously, or you got to get the out of here. Face Off is a movie about two that switch faces and all of a sudden their whole body's changed.
Well, they explained that.
They didn't explain shit.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They explained it.
Yes, they did, Brett.
Yes, they did, Brett.
They explained the dumbest ass way possible. But you know what? And the movie was long. The movie was dumb. Even the way they tried to explain it was dumb. But you know what? That
movie is fun as shit.
It really is.
I actually don't like that movie. But you know what? I get why people do because, no one takes it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Either you have fun with what you're doing or you get the out. You can't have some movie where everybody's brain gets zapped. You talking about the city, one last time, one last job. Get the out of here. The reason why I mentioned this director's work, Olivia Megaton, and mentioned the length of this film is because it's not only you get to sit up here and think about how bad this premise is, but you get to see how just how over the top his filmmaking is. But within that 2.5 hours, and this shit is over the top, he's still going crazy with this. But for people who look at this and say, Jesus Christ, man, his attention span is insane. He's actually become a lot better.
That's good.
I would say 2.5 hours, you do see the flaws and a lot of things that he's doing. But within that 2.5 hours, I was like, man, we went 2.5 hours and all your editing makes sense at least. At least your action somewhat is I can comprehend.
Coherent. Yeah.
Coherent, yeah. The reason why I say that is because y'all have to go back and look at some of his work because he's one of the few guys, and I thought it was just me. I said, man, you know what? Maybe I'm just that guy that sees too many movies, and I'm that film nerd in the room talking about, the editing in this was atrocious. Ain't nobody looking at editing. But with this man right here, you can't help but notice it, man.
Yeah.
This stays in the editing room and gives his editors a constant diet of caffeine and blow. Because he doesn't edit the movies himself, but I swear he's in there saying, cut here, cut here, cut here, cut here, cut here. If you go, so this guy directed 2 Taken movies.
Oh,
and
2 and 3?
Yep.
2 and 3,
Yeah.
and also The Transporter 3. Now, The Transporter 3 is where I first noticed. I was like, the f*** wrong with this guy? It's like he has 20 assistant cameramen all filming the same shot. And he takes every piece of footage and cuts to all of them. There's a scene where Jason Statham was on a bike. And you'll almost break your neck getting whiplash watching how many cuts there are in here. Look at this.
Jesus.
Wait. Did you edit that? Or is that just how it plays?
That's the movie. I didn't edit that shit. Martin, how petty do you think I am? You think I'm gonna edit some shit like that to make somebody look bad?
Just for the review itself?
How dare you, sir?
Okay.
How dare you? How dare you judge my integrity? No, hell no to do that. No, he did that.
It gets worse than that.
He did that to himself. Look again, people. That is if you ain't broke your neck yet. Look at this.
Wow.
There are parts of the continuity doesn't work either. Like he's farther ahead, but they still do like shots where he's farther back.
Right.
That's how bad it is.
He's all over the place. Yeah. Like if editing was a button, he'd be in there just. Man.
Is that all the clips we got?
and that's not even the worst. Now I tell you, for Taken 3, boy, he didn't give a more. anymore. He either went crazy or just didn't give a shit. People, you have to look at this to understand what I'm saying. Now, I will give him just a little bit of slack. I'll cut him a little slack on Taken 3 because he had to kind of cover for Liam Neeson's old ass. Not being able to run and jump over fences.
You have to edit around an old man who just can't move the way he should, like the character demands.
Like they actually had, he's not gonna jump over the fence. No. So you have to keep editing with him, like on the fence, on the other side of the fence, kind of over the fence,
put one leg over.
Yeah. You ain't gonna ever get a jump. No. He'll be in different positions. Just go, God damn it, get it, falling. You know?
Help him up.
Yeah.
Push him over.
You'll get him hanging on that fence. Fuck. Get it! Yeah. I'm falling. But you ain't gonna ever get him leaping over that shit. And this is actually a legendary editing job.
Yeah, I've
right
heard
here.
you guys talk about it, but I've never seen it.
Oh, man, when we were talking about this back in the day, we talked about the editing.
When you reviewed the movie.
Well, yeah, when we reviewed the movie, we talked about how long it took Liam Neeson to get him over a fence. Not a big stunt, a regular fence. That dog is like, what?
I don't know where I am right now.
That dog is like, I'm just confused. He's like, he was right there. Where'd he go?
It's like he's slowly teleporting, like by a couple of feet or inches.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. So bizarre.
You can even see Liam Neeson like, I ain't jumping this fence. Hey, you better get what you can out of this.
Damn.
Look at this shit.
They're cutting even before he gets to the fence.
Silhouette.
The stuntman is, and even the stuntman. Did y'all notice, people? Did you notice that he never went over the fence?
No.
Even with the stuntman, they never got him over the fence. They were on this side, back on this side again, up here, down here. But they never had. If shit, even Stallone at this age would have said, I'll jump the fence.
Yeah.
And action movies, they show people jumping fences like this.
Right.
Liam Neeson said, that. That dog is having a seizure right now.
What did I just see?
That dog is like, did he just pop away? Did he just teleport? Dog is like, was just there.
Dog's teleporting too.
I was about to tear that ass up, and he was just gone. Dog is like, what? And another part, Taken 3. And this is the last I'll talk about this, but this man is crazy. Olivia Megaton. He just don't even explain shit. Did you see Taken 3?
No.
There's a scene in Taken 3 where they knock his ass over a cliff. Yeah. He's in that car.
Yeah.
That car goes down that hill and explodes.
A 65-year-old man.
And they don't ever explain how he got out of the car. You never saw a scene where he got out of the car.
Ex machina.
This is a movie where everybody, the men and the women, are trying to be so tough that they end up looking stupid. Because they're trying to be so cool. Trying to be so dark, as they say these lines.
Gritty.
Trying to be so gritty. And people don't talk this way. The one who really seems to understand this, the one who really seems to get it, and they're not doing him any favors either, though, is Michael Pitt.